honestly, I came home and I was gonna record like my part three of my dental journey, kind of tell you guys how the procedures went and all that, but we're gonna have to table that for another video. This is way more important. Okay, so before we go ahead and get into the video, as you guys know, if you don't know, I pre-record my videos on live and I repost them for my supporters on my channel. So if you would like to kind of join us, you can go ahead and subscribe. We appreciate all the support. For those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much for doing so. We do appreciate you guys. Shout out to all my purple member gangs. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get right into this video. So, okay, if you're not living under a rock, chances are you've heard of this or you've seen this on the news, and maybe you're not aware. Maybe you're just not aware because not everybody watches the news. So, if you're not aware, this is the latest. So apparently there was a memo leaked by some of these federal workers that work at these agencies that some of these things are being canceled at. Well, they're being canceled at all of them. And these are the important holidays that we've all known and for some of us have grown up with. I know for myself, there are a couple of them on here that I just always celebrated. Um, Whether it's in school or at home or whatever, like I'm just aware of them from a community standpoint. And I'm just like, I'm really in shock because I honestly had no idea that you could actually remove these things or stop them or change them. So I'm learning, this is all a learning curve for a lot of people, I guess. I had no idea that you can go in and just take things out of the Constitution, that you can revoke things that have been put in place into law, that you can just, do whatever. I had no idea that you could just kind of do that when you're the president of the United States. So this is interesting. As somebody who lives in Canada and as a person of color, um, I'm just going to be honest. So in Canada, we don't celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. birthday. That's not a holiday over here. Black History Month is loosely celebrated in schools, mostly. And when I say celebrated, it's nothing compared to the United States. There may be like a poster, there may be like a play, or people, younger kids in kindergarten and public school, they'll recite the names of famous black people and stuff like that. Rarely any of them are Canadian. As time has gone by, as I've gotten older, we've had some more influential black people in Canada, but it's not really at the level where they would be remembered during Black History Month because a lot of them are still alive. So we don't really have, we have a different type of Black history in Canada than in America. I always talk about that. We're all black, but we're all very different. And so for me, growing up, I always looked towards my black relatives in the United States. I was always excited for them and just like to kind of almost vicariously celebrating through them because they had so many things going on. They had so many events and so many, especially my family that lives like in the more southern states. So that was always exciting. I was always like, happy for them over there that they got to celebrate their culture and their heritage and all that stuff. And I was always like almost in a way proud of the United States because they had so many black history things and they seem to take pride in remembering that and celebrating the diversity. That was always a big thing. Again, I live in Toronto, so we're on the East Coast. We're very much, we just, I guess we just think differently on this side. We're very close to New York, so we have a lot of family cross border. And so, you tend to celebrate these things. So I was always, proud of that for them. They seem to have so many different things going on. Unfortunately, now it seems like it's a reversal of those things. They're kind of stripping them away deliberately one by one. So here's the list of things that are no longer going to be celebrated or there's a pause. So as you guys can see, Martin Luther King Jr. birthday, as I said, Black History Month, Women's History Month, Holocaust Day, and Days of Remembrance. So this one right here is a real, this one right here is a kicker. This one right here is real big. I stopped on that list. I was like, really? Honestly, I'm just being honest. It's a reaction, so I'm just being honest. I never thought that they would have the guts to do something like this. Like, cancel the Holocaust remembrance. I never thought that I would ever see this on the list, because this is like sacred in the United States, in worldwide. But you guys, you get what I'm saying. They have a huge community of people who celebrate these holidays. So I just never thought that this would ever make the list, ever. So that's pretty shocking. Asian American Pacific Islander, to be honest, I never heard of it before today. I'm just being honest. So that's another thing that's, pride. I'm not shocked this made the list. I'm really shocked that it's this far down. But I understand why the first two is so important to him. And the third, to be honest. But yeah, that fourth one is shocking. And pride, I kind of am not surprised. He already, said the whole only two gender thing. So that kind of told you where they're going with that. Juneteenth, again, not really surprised. That's tied in with, us. Women's Equality Day, not surprised. National Hispanic Heritage Month, I was not aware of that. And yeah, the other two, well, the last one, that's kind of, wow, you're gonna do that. It's just like, that's crazy. It's just crazy to me that this is even happening, and I'm shocked that this is allowed. I'm hoping that there'll be some type of internal protest to this, and other branches of government can weigh in, hopefully, because it seems to be giving very much dictator right now. So I don't know if anybody's going to be able to stop this, but this is just crazy. People around the world must be just like appalled, honestly, especially number four. That's crazy. Um, so I wonder, I'm just going to say this again. I'm trying to have some tact. I'm trying to, I don't like to, but this is really emotional for me. So if I seem to be veering towards, this is just real shocking. Um, I wonder what Israel will have to say about this. Because they have a great relationship with the United States, so this is gonna come as a shock to them. And I understand for a lot of people, they want to make this okay, so they're gonna be under the guise of, well, it's work, it's just for federal employees, and when you come to work, blah 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 blah, like, save it. For me, I'm just like, cancel Christmas then. That's a pagan holiday. I mean, Jesus wasn't born on the 25th of December. Like, that's man-made. So cancel that, because, like, what is that about? And what's Thanksgiving for? Like, what are you thankful for? That you colonized and stole the land, and passed on your disease-ridden blankets? Like, I'm sure you're the only one that's thankful anyway. So cancel that. Why do those two get to stay on the calendar of things to do? Why not cancel those too? Like, I'm just curious. If you're all about no racism, and there's no discrimination no longer in your society, those two things are dead to you guys, and it's all about, we're all one people under one flag and all of that, why just cancel these? Just cancel everything. Wipe the calendar clean. Like, why? And St. Patrick's Day, like, why is that there? And the rest of all the, yeah, why don't you get rid of those too? I don't get it. But I do get it. I'm being severely sarcastic. So yeah, this is just really disgusting. I don't really have any other words for it. It's really disgusting. And as somebody not living in America, this is like crazy. Like, literally, you put your country in a time machine and press go way back. Like, that's crazy. It might as well be like 1859. Like, every day you wake up, I feel like for the next 4 years is gonna be a WTF moment for everybody. Well, whoever is not on board, I guess. But yeah, this is disgusting. If this is allowed, and for the people that did vote for him who are not black or not of minority groups, like, and you thought this was just going to be an attack on, you know, the others. I'm pretty sure all the people who woke up and realized they're not getting their pension tomorrow is not going to be pleased, and all the people who, you know, celebrate things on this list that's not related to the black community specifically is going to be quite perturbed. Like, I mean, wow. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of get your feedback on this. For those of you who follow my channel, leave your comments down below. We'll talk about it for sure. Let me know how you guys feel about this. Is this the type of society, if you do live in the United States, that you want to live in? Is this giving progress? Does this look like moving forward? And at what point are you going to actually require your government to actually start governing instead of this whole history lesson that we're getting? When are you going to like actually do things in 2025 that's going to like actually affect day-to-day life, like now, you know, and get out of the history books? That's an interesting question. Like, at what point are they going to say like, hey, when are you going to actually address these food prices and taxes and issues that we're having, instead of doing this? Like, this is just like, this is crazy. Like, petty much? Like, this is madness. But anyway, yeah, I'm just on the outside looking in. I'm just, you know, it's like reading Alice in Wonderland, and everybody else at the Mad Hatter tea party is having fun, and you're just looking at them like, what the hell is going on? Anyway, that's the end of my little mini video. Let me know what you guys think down below. We'll catch up with you guys in another video. Deuces.